It's horrible to be in that situation where you can't do anything and you're just waiting.
But President Trump, please, whatever you need to do, let FEMA do their job.
It's devastating because, you lose everything. You lose everything. You have to start from zero.
Well, Jennifer Lopez and I got together early on and formed a coalition of artists called Somos Una Voz. And the list is amazing.
Jenixa, yo te amo. I love you, Jenixa. I'm here. Estamos vivos. We're alive. I love you.
We gotta understand one thing. Puerto Rico, before Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, we had 46% of poverty. We're under a crisis. So the question is, how are we going to rebuild an island that is bankrupt? It's impossible. We need help. We need American help. A lot of people don't know that Puerto Ricans are American citizens. It's good to educate everybody who's seeing me right now. We got soldiers that fight for this beautiful country that have lost their loved ones and their families in this catastrophic situation.
The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. We seek comfort in those words, for we know that God lives in the hearts of those who grieve. To the wounded who are now recovering in hospitals, we are praying for your full and speedy recovery and pledge to you our support from this day forward.
The fact that my brother did this is, there's nothing. I mean, there's absolutely no.
Did he have
We don't
kids?
understand.
One thing in particular that has changed, and the negative, is our body count. You know what, that's the wrong way to say it. The number of people that have died associated with this event has increased. Right now we're using the number of 58.
Gentlemen screamed, "Get in this room," because we were in open fire then. We were running north, but we were right next to Las Vegas Boulevard. But at the moment I thought of the Orlando shooting, because we were in this room. We didn't know where the shooter was. We thought he was just gonna jump the fence and come in that room and shoot us all. So I didn't know whether that was the right decision. So I'm thinking, am I gonna die like in this room?
My husband kind of surprised me, and because we didn't go the first 2 days, and then he said, well, let's go see Jason, and he got his tickets and the little wristbands, and it was a wonderful surprise, and to have this happen, I just can't wrap my mind around it, like you said.
Hey there, ladies and gentle people. It is with sadness in my heart that I create this video. However, there are two major topics which are circulating the country with fire and fury right now. It's not easy to get around it or let it go, so I'd like to discuss my feelings and opinions on two topics of interest. One was the Las Vegas shooting, which took place on October the 1st, 2017, and the second was the hurricane which stormed through Puerto Rico on September the 16th, 2017. Now, originally my dad requested that I create a video conveying a message about everything that has happened thus far in Puerto Rico. However, when I had seen the devastation in Las Vegas as well, it was hard pressing for me to reach out to one topic over the other, so I decided to cover a video on both of them. These are two devastating disasters, one of which was caused by a relentless and heartless man, and the other that was caused by nature itself. Both of which combined took a total of over 100 lives and only increasing over time. I've sat here throughout the entire morning in prayer to all of those who were devastated by these catastrophes. I've also prayed for an answer or reasoning why so many lives fall victim to such acts. I think in times like this, and more importantly, times not like this, that we learn to love, care, respect, and hold on to one another. That it is within our hearts to do the dearest and righteous things, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. That in turn we can hand out a helping hand and reach out to those who we have the ability to reach out to. It's important that we take the pain and the anger caused by these chaotic turmoils and turn it for the better and for the good. For the freedom and beauty of living, surviving, and smiling. And I know in times like this, it can be really hard to find enlightenment. It can be hard to find cheerfulness, and it can also be hard to leave out the front door of your house day to day. But you can't live your life in fear, and you can't live your life like you're a target. Instead, you have to continue to move on in life and move towards better and greater days. Now, I've gone through tons of images from both the Las Vegas shooting and Hurricane Maria, and it is absolutely heartbreaking. The photos from Las Vegas leave a cold feeling across my bones. The blood, the sadness, the pain, people running in fear and in shock. I've also looked at the photos from the hurricane which had hit Puerto Rico, US Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic, Haiti, and other surrounding islands. I look at the damage to the homes, cities, villages, roadways, and power lines. How many are just left in utter shock and pain while they try to rebuild and replenish things to a livable value. It's in times like this where I learn to appreciate and respect not only where I am in my life, but also to respect those who put their lives on the line for others. Not just civilians, but law enforcement, firefighters, congressmen, idols, and many more. But it also doesn't mean that I don't appreciate and respect life outside of times like this, because I certainly do, and we all need to. On a side note, Puerto Rico is where I am from. I am proudly 100% full-blooded Puerto Rican, and although I don't speak the language, I do still respect my roots for what they are. I was originally born and raised here in Wisconsin, so unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to visit the land in which my blood is from. But I know that one day I certainly will, and I know that Puerto Rico in due time will bounce back from such a catastrophic event and find its way to a prosperous recovery and liven up again once more. And I know that one day I will make my visit to Las Vegas as well, and I won't worry about the dangers which occurred, but rather hold in peace and utmost humility for those who lost their lives on a day that will unfortunately go down in history books. We are all a painting of what the future holds, and through ourselves each and every day, we continue to create and move forward in a positive and prosperous direction. That no one or nothing can hold us down or hold us back as the sovereign nation that we are. Although we live in times of undivided decisions, we must come together and fight back for the wholeness and the peace of every individual in this country. Not because any book tells us to, be it legal or religious, but for our own sanity and for us human beings, both united and individually. We have to find it in our hearts to do the dearest things that we feel are right and move past away from things that are wrong. I would also like to caution what options you utilize for donating to such events like the one which unfolded in Las Vegas, as well as the event which unfolded in Puerto Rico. Please be sure to contact proper industries for correct guidance on where you should donate your money to ensure it is going to the correct source and resources. If you are looking to donate for the devastation in Puerto Rico, I recommend clicking the link in the description of this video, as this is a reliable fundraiser that is backed by Google themselves. I have also included a link to Casey Neistat's video about the Las Vegas attack as well for his GoFundMe page, which is related to helping the families and the victims impacted by the terror attack. Thank you, Casey, for your generosity and how you've always tried to find a way to help others, even those like myself. Nonetheless, please take a moment of peace for all who were impacted by these devastating events, and also take a moment of peace for where you are in your life, your loved ones, and continue to live on strong. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.